Welcome to Get More Happy. We invite you to journey with us as we find ways, big and small, to get more happy in your life.
Hi everyone, it's Elena
and Jessie.
We're talking today. It's been
it's November 4th.
So there was an election yesterday that the results are still not quite decided upon.
And
There's a lot of tension.
Thank you.
There's a lot of tension. And, I think that these days there is a lot of tension, not just politics.
Well, you remember when the virus started picking up, that the media became just so entirely draining. And I think part of us felt like I know I felt like this, and you'll have to let me know if you felt like it as well. But I felt like I needed to check the media to see the safest protocols and to see
the latest
news and who else has it and what are the numbers. And it was this constant, like, I need to continue to check in. And not only was that exhausting because I couldn't live my day.
Well, and there wasn't that much new information all the time.
No, but it was so draining because the information was so heavy. And I'm feeling like that as well with the election because they're counting votes. And so I'm looking.
Any new news?
Right, and then there's all of these articles on NBC and ABC and the Washington Post all has things you should know about the swing states and things you should hear about, and they've already prepared their speeches and blah, 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 blah. And it's just all of this news.
So we are talking today about being kind to yourself and being kind to each other. So one thing that I noticed was that, what you listen to. So my husband and I have different religious beliefs and different political beliefs. And there was a whole lot of, the gift in it is I'm able to check things that I read, and I'm like, that seems like it's really one-sided. What's the other side of it? And I could go and ask him. So what I'm noticing though is we all, I think all of us didn't necessarily know things were going to be this close. And one of the good things about it is that obviously half the world thinks like you, or country, half the world country thinks like you. Wow.
And the world or the country.
And half doesn't.
Yeah.
So what that says to me is that we probably have more in common with each other than we have dividing us.
That may give you warm fuzzies.
So we can always, always, always look at the things that divide us. Media wants us to look at the things that divide us. Media wants us to not be calm, not be peaceful. They want to grab your attention all the time.
Yeah. When have you ever seen a headliner that says somebody donated $1 million? It's always, there was a car accident or a robbery, or it's always bad news that catches your attention because that's what sells.
Well, even think about the TV shows that people like to watch.
Yeah, you're watching drama TV and crime investigation.
Because does anybody really, really want to watch a TV show where everybody's sweet and kind and fun to each other?
I think I could dig that.
For like a couple episodes.
And then I'd get bored.
So the point is, everybody's feeling wonky. Everybody's feeling wonky in their own skin.
Yeah.
And then we're all kind of feeling wonky with each other. So it's time for us to purposely choose to be kind to ourselves, take the media breaks. And by the time you guys hear this, things will have been decided.
Yeah.
Because this will air next Tuesday.
Wonder
so it'll be a week.
It'll be.
This will be a week after election that they see this.
Yeah.
And so there's always going to be something in media that's trying to grab your attention. And, whether it's politics, whether it's the virus, whether it's what the latest celebrity did, whether, something's always going to be trying to grab your attention. So we would encourage you guys to take some breaths, get out in nature, put the phone down, maybe shut your notifications off, And like really be kind to yourself. Do things for yourself that's going to help calm you down. Do meditation, pray, you know, quiet time, time in nature, call a friend.
Detach yourself from that constant buzz.
Exactly.
Of the internet.
But in addition, I really, really challenge you to find something that you can connect with to the people that you disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys were little, I don't know if you remember this or not, but
I guess we'll see.
But, you know, we would talk about like the bad guy on TV. And I would say, you know, the bad guy might have a puppy.
You know, I don't remember this story, but that
you made it seem like you were going to, you know. No.
But you know what this makes me think of? I often, and I did learn this from you, I do know that I often try and find the good in crappy situations. So my favorite one is like, you're in traffic. Nobody likes traffic. Traffic sucks. And you're stuck in traffic, and there's the dude behind you zooming in and out, and the guy that cuts you off, and your instant reaction is like, like angry and frustration. But I always say that maybe the dude has to poop. And if I had to poop, I'd be speeding too. And on a very kind of silly level, it are things that we have in common.
That's true.
Everyone has to poo.
Everyone poos.
I feel like that's gotta be a kid's book.
It is.
Oh my God.
100% is a kid's book.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But I do agree with the...
Well, and have you ever been friends with someone, you know, you have somebody that knew that you're friends with, and you have all these things in common, and, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, and I like that, and you like that, and this, that, and the other, and then they'll say something. And it'll be like a type of movie they like that you don't like, or some music that they like that you don't like, or a political view or something. And you're like, right?
Yeah.
And so instead of focusing on the things,
all of the things that you do have in common.
It's like, oh, that's it. You like country music. We can't be friends.
Yeah.
So look for the things you have in common. You know, what can you find that you can agree on?
Yeah.
How come we don't focus on that?
I think that's one of the key reasons that we started Getmorehappy, was that connection with others.
Yeah.
Was finding that commonality and focusing on the good.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've mentioned Leon Logothetis.
Kindness Diaries.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And his opening scene is showing all of these fires and hurricanes and disasters, and
poverty.
His monologue is talking about, we see all of these awful things in media, but there is a lot of good out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what his TV show is about, and that's what Getmorehappy is about.
Exactly.
Is finding the good amidst the buzz of social media, amidst the angst of life, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, how many people do you know that really, I mean, you know so many people that are true and kind and really very giving, but maybe they hold a different political view than you. And it's okay. And it's okay to disagree too. It's okay to have our issues that are very strong within us that we can't compromise with, but that doesn't automatically mean that we can't connect with somebody that thinks differently and find some commonality with each other.
Yeah.
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 All right, well, have a happy day.
Yeah.